Please hold your controllers for the gamer's national anthem. It's a me, Mario! Alright, so let's break this gamer's national anthem down. So what we have here is we're in the key of C. Alright, so that's us using this A minor pentatonic. So 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. By now you should be very used to this minor pentatonic shape, okay? So we first have to know the structure of the song, which is an A, A, B, B, C. So our A section is our main section, so A, A, B, B, C. Then we repeat our main section, A, A, but we go to a different section, D, D, C. So A, A, B, B, C, A, A, D, D, C. And our C is going to be our connection, and it's literally going to start on the C note pretty much every time, okay? So starting off with our main section, we're going to start right underneath the C note, which is the C note is the 5th fret of the G string, so right underneath it. This is our E note. We're going to go. So we're going to go. Play it down, up, then we go up on that C note. So down, up, down. So down, up, down. That's 5, 5, 5, G5, and then go back to the B. Down, up, down. Play the 8th fret on the B, then come to its lower version, which is the same note, the G. That's called an octave, which is the 5th fret on the D string. So this is actually the good chance of utilizing all your fingers. And this is actually the riff that does need all your fingers. So our main section, pinky, index, all right? Pinky, index. Notice how I'm using my index for that 5th fret. Then we go to, this is still our A section. We're gonna go 5 on the G, 5 on the D, 7 on the A. And it's gonna be very snappy, so short notes. So da, 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 5, 5, 7. And I'm going 7 on the D, 9 on the D, 8 on the D, back to 7. So, alright, da da da. Then I come back to that 5 on the D, then I skip over the G and go to the 5 on the B. So. And then after that 5 on the B, I go to my 8 on the B with the pinky. Then I go underneath on the 5 of the high E. So 5 on the high E, then middle finger on the 6th of the B, and then pinky on 8 of the B. So then I come to the 5 on the B. So alright, notice how I'm playing those 8s with my pinky. Then I climb up to that C note on the 5th fret of the G. I go 5, 7, 4. So 5 with my index, 7 with my ring, 4 with my index. And then we started again from that second half of our A section. Because the first half of our A section was that very popular lick that takes us into the beginning of our video game. So now we're going to go from the second half of that A section, which is do that second half twice. So let's put that whole A section together. So that's our A section. Notice how I'm using all my fingers so I can be efficient, and I'm using down and up stroke so I can be efficient as well. All right, let's do that one more time slower. Then let's take it to our B section, which is so that B section is we're going to go pinky on the 8th of the B, ring finger on the 7th of the B, middle finger on the 6th. So we're going da da da. Then index is going to hold the 4, so there's a gap. Skip over the 5, that's the gap, to the 4, then you come back to the 5. All right? So 8, 7, 6, 4, 5 on one string. And I'm using down up strokes in my right hand. So 1, da 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 da, that's the rhythm. 1 and da 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 da. Then you skip over the G, go to the D string. So that is a 5, 7, 5, 5, 7 on the D, 5 on the G. 5, 7, down, da da da. Then you come back to the ring on the 7th of the D. Then you go 5, 7 on the G. So da do da, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. So 1 and da 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 do da do da da. Then repeat da 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 da. But the second time you're gonna hit the pinky on the 8th fret of the high E. So down up down, hit it 3 times. Down up down. Then you repeat. But then you finish it off with a slide from the 7th fret of the G to the 8th fret of the G. So slide from 7 to 8, then come back to 7, then 5. Alright? One more time, that ending. That's our B section. So slowly. Pinky. Then repeat. Then we do that B section again. So that B section, just do it twice. Most of the sections you do twice except for that C section. So the A section twice, the B section twice. So let's look at the A section up until that B section. Both of them twice. Ready? Go. Nice and slow. B section. Pinky. Slide. One more B section. Alright, let's go to our C section. So our C section literally starts on our C note, which is the 5th fret on the G string. We're going to go. Then we go back to that A section. So this is our C section. We go. So down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 hits on that C, making it nice and choppy, nice and short. Down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On that 5th hit, you're hitting on the 7th fret of the G. Then you go down underneath that C note to the 5th fret of the B. This is also our E note, okay? This 5th fret on the B string is known as E. So da 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 do da. After the E note, we come up to that C note. Then we go 7, 5 on the D string. So da 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 do da do 7, 5. Then repeat da da da. But the second time we go da 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 do. Same move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. then we finish on that E note on the B string. So da 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 do da. All right, so let's look at that C section so far. Da 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 do da do da do da 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 do da. Then repeat. Then when we do that da 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 da, we go back to the beginning of that A section. And we repeat. So you can think of the ending of the C section is the exact same thing as the starting of the A section, okay? So this is the whole C section. 3, go. Then again. Alright. Then after you do that, you've now learnt 80% of the song. There's only one more section left. Because then we just repeat the A section. So we go back to da 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 da. This is the A section. Alright, and we do that twice. So let's look at that all together. So far we have AA, BB, C, AA. Okay, so think of it in two halves. So AA, BB, C. Now we're starting off that second half, that AA, which is exactly the same as the other one. So let's go from the beginning. 3, go. Repeat. B section. Repeat. Start again that B section. C section from the C note. Again. Back to the A section. Now to our last section, the D section, which is the last one, new one, okay? So D section, we're gonna go on the 5th fret from the B to the G to the D. We're just going up on those 3 notes. B, G, D. So I'm going down, up, down, down, up, down, or up, down, up. Okay, whichever one works for you, just alternate pick it. Then I go 6 on the D string. That's a passing note. To get to that, 7. All right, so once I get that 7 on the D, I skip over the G string and hit the B string twice on the 6th fret. Then come back to that 7th fret. Alright, so passing note, 7. So 7, 6, 6, 7. Good string skip. So whenever you're string skipping, down and ups, okay? That's how you get them. Don't go down, 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 down. You might end up hitting that string that you're trying to skip. So then we go to the 4th fret of the G. And then we're grabbing out the index finger. The best thing to do here is to grab that high E string with your index finger. So, alright, so for then index finger on the 5th fret, 3 times. Alright, so 4, 5, 5, 5, then you're back in position. So A to the pinky. So starting off with the index, you go pinky, middle, index. Alright, so pinky, middle, index, then you climb up with that index finger on the 5. So, again. Then you go ring finger on the 7th, and then index finger on the 5th. So, 5, 5, 5. So, 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 6, 5, 5, 7, 5. So, 8, 6, 5, 5, 7, 5. Then you just repeat the same thing. That's straight up on the 5th fret. So da da do da do. But this second time we're gonna have something slightly different. So I'm going is the same thing. 4. Then grabbing that 6th fret with my middle finger. So 4, 6, 6, 6, 5. Then I go 7, 5. So 4, 6, 6, 6, 5, 7, 5. Then I skip a string. It's the lowest note we're going to. The lowest string we're going to. 7 on the A. Then I play it again. Then go to 3. Alright, so 7, 7, 3. So 7, 5, 7, 7, 3. That's the second half of our D section. So the D section altogether should look like this. Starting with those notes straight up on the 5th fret. So then repeat the second half. Then just do the whole thing again. That's the D section. Alright, so let's do that D section one more time. So we go. That first half is index, index. Then index middle. So index middle is the second half. Then we repeat the whole D section. Then back to the C section to finish. Alright, here we go. Finish. And that's the whole theme. So after that D section, we go straight back to the C section. That's why when I said we learned the A and B and C section, we've learned 80% of the song because we repeat the A and repeat the C. It's only that D that's now in between. So remember, A, A, B, B, C, then A, A, D, D, C. Okay? So let's try the whole thing nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, go. B section. Slide. Repeat that B section. Pinky. C section. Back to A. D section. Index, index. Repeat. Back to C section. Finish. Alright, so that is it, nice and slow. Now the original speed is a lot quicker. It goes. Back to A section. grade 7, so that is our Mario theme. Not the easiest theme in the world, but definitely a theme to show you how far you've gone. If you can play it, you are far better than you've ever been in your entire guitar journey. So don't shy away from it, embrace it, because it will stick with you for a long time, because it takes a bit of work to get good, but when the work is put in, it gets stuck in your mind and you can't forget it. So anytime you have your guitar, someone asks you, hey, what can you play on that thing? Ask them, hey, do you play video games? Then they say, yeah. Well, you can tell them, grab that controller and stand up, because here's the Gamers National Anthem, and hit them with some Mario and play it for them, because it's a very good theme, okay? So have fun practicing it, and make sure you pay attention to both the left and right hand. The left hand with all its different fingerings and the right hand with its alternate picking. Put those two together and you are getting far better in your technical ability on the guitar. Alright, grade 7s, have fun practicing, and I'll see you next time.